Welcome to T.O.L Studios, and today in lesson 3 we're going to kind of take what we've done in lessons 1 and 2 and the same 7 examples, but I'm going to show you how to start playing those to tempo and playing those over and over like in a song situation. So I'm going to kind of show you how you can take all 7 examples and learn to hear those all at the same tempo or the same speed. So just for today, I've got mine set at 72 right now. Again, that's our metronome, and that's the speed of my hi-hat. So I'm going to just take example 1, play it so many times. Again, if I was you, I would do it as much as you can. Then I'm going to go to example 2, same thing, play it for a while. Then 3, all the way up to example 7. So it's going to sound like this is example 1. And again, I'm trying to make everything consistent. Kick, snare, kick, snare, 1, 2, 3. So I'll do that, like I said, for as long as it takes till I know it's nice and smooth. Now here's example 2. And it's the same thing, I'll play this for so long till I know it's nice and smooth. Okay, now here's 3. Okay, now I'm going to go to number 4 right here. Okay, so here comes example 5. And again, I might be doing these quicker for today, but I'd be playing these as much as you can before you switch to the next one. This is number 5 I'm still on. So here's 6. Same thing, as long as you need to on that one, okay? Now let's say you're getting ready to go to, like in that case I was getting ready to go to number 7. All of a sudden, you just can't do it, because that's harder sometimes than when you're trying to connect these like I'm showing you. Then just stop, and you do that over and over. So if I go back to number 6, which was the one I was going, and then what I was trying to do was to go to number 7 out of number 6. So it should have been, that's number 7 right now. Okay, and so forth. So like anytime you're trying to link them up all together non-stop, I get it. It's not always easy. And that's, again, something to practice. Okay, now I'm going to take the same idea, but to kind of think of what songs do for drummers is you don't always play the same pattern for the whole song. Some songs you will do something close to that, but a lot of times you're taking different types of patterns and you're kind of doing them in a different sequence. So I'm going to show you some examples, but there's obviously a bunch of these. I'm going to take example 1, and I'm just going to have us play it 3 times. And then for the 4th time, instead of playing example 1, I'm going to switch into example 2. And then I'm going to go back to 1, do it 3 times again. And then back to example 2. And then I'm going to kind of repeat that. And again, I'm at 72 on the metronome. So here's 1. 2nd time. 3rd. Now example 2. Back to 1. 2nd time. The 3rd one. Example 2. Back to 1. 2nd time. 3rd one. Example 2. Okay, and again, you can do this with any pattern. You could do pattern 2 and do it 3 times, and then maybe go to pattern 1 for your fourth one. So you can do this with any example. I'm just going to go through a couple, actually a few, just to give you some different ideas, but I'm going to go kind of at random, but any patterns you want to do. So we're going to take pattern 4, and I'm going to do it 3 times, and then on the fourth time, instead of doing that pattern, I'm going to go back to pattern 3. So that's going to be pattern 4, the second time, the third time, and then to 3, back to pattern 4, second time, third time, back to 3, back to 4, second time, the third one, back to pattern 3. Okay, so it kind of gives you an idea. That was those two. How about I'll show you pattern 1, and I'll put it with pattern 5. And same thing, I'll just do 3 on the first one. So there's our hi-hats going. The second time, third time, then I'll go example 5 right here. Back to 1, the second time, third time, but then example 5, back to 1, second time, third time, and example 5. Okay, I'll give you one more here. We could take, let's do number 7, example 7. I'll do it 3 times, and then on the fourth time, I'll do example 6. So this again is our hi-hats. Here's example 7. Second time, third time, and then 6. Back to 7. Oops. Now, when that happens, you just stop. Sometimes I've even had to take the metronome off. Everybody makes mistakes, so kind of get re-keyed back up, get your hi-hats going. Okay, and again I'm going to do the same one. So here's 7. Second time. Third time. And going to 6. Back to 7. Second time. Third time. Number 6. 7. Oh, and so you mess up again, you just stop, and then so get resynced again. There's the hi-hats. So example 7. Oh, mess up there. So kind of, if you get my point, you just kind of keep doing it. Sometimes you take the metronome off. I've had to do that before, so I can think of number 7 again. Kind of gather my thoughts, then I can kind of come back, let it click again, and then just start over. Basically example 7 again. Second time. Third time. And then example 6. Back to 7. Second time. Third time. Example 6, and kind of back and forth. So basically the message of today's lesson is just realizing something you've learned, and you can take several patterns and just put them in different combinations. I mean, that's really what songs are doing. The upcoming lessons, I'll be starting to show you how to do drum fills, which, obviously we'll start doing the toms. We'll start with that approach. Your toms being like your high tom, your middle tom, and your low tom. and you can incorporate those, learning some fills, and then I'll show you how to link those to like some of the patterns that we're learning. But I usually start out with rhythms first, then teach some fills, kind of go back and forth, and showing you how to kind of connect them. So it's a good way to get started with the patterns, shuffling them around in combinations. So have some fun with it, and I'll look forward to seeing everybody again on lesson number 4.